Welcome back to Excel HQ, everybody. Let's get into pivot tables. We'll be discussing what are they and how they can best help you. First off, what are pivot tables? Well, they are one of the most useful and versatile features Excel has to offer, and it allows your data to be analyzed and compared in a whole new way, compared to a normal table like we have right here. And in this normal table, we have headings such as our order number, product, quantity purchased, the country of delivery, the total revenue and profit from your product. So this is just a small snippet of what a business's data would be like. And on the right side here, we have our products, we have our cost of procurement, our markup, and our price. Now, if we wanted to start comparing data between our tables, between different headers, what we could do is we could insert a pivot table to do this really easily. So all you would have to do is click anywhere in your data set that's in your table. So I'll just click right here. And then in your Home ribbon tab, you'll go to Insert and then click on Pivot Table. And you could just keep New Worksheet clicked off if you wanted a new worksheet, or you could just keep it in this one by pressing Existing Worksheet. I'm going to put in a new worksheet and press OK. Now this is just saying this is where a pivot table is going to be. It's the right where you really want to pay attention to, because what you'll notice here is that it says Pivot Table Fields. And all of your fields here will actually be your headers from your previous table. And then you can organize them into columns, filters, rows, and values to compare your data in different ways. So for example, I could put product in rows, and then I can take order number for my values. And what that's going to give me is all of the order numbers summed up for calculator. So right here, where I have my calculators, calculator, it adds up these order numbers. And that's not really helpful, adding up order numbers, as they're just the identification that we use to combine the products together. So what you can do actually is you can right click in your pivot table and then go to summarize values by, and see how this is by sum right now. You could change it to a whole bunch of different things. If we change it to count, it will actually just give us the amount of times that one product was ordered within our set sheet. And these can get pretty lengthy for businesses. So then you see what is your most popular product. And then you can right click again and go to sort, and then sort from largest to smallest. And then you'll see, well, erasers are my top sold product, whiteout, that's my least sold product. You can also play around with all of your columns and headers here in your fields list. So let's say you wanted to know your total revenue. Well, I would put that in the values list. However, it doesn't make much sense right now. Then if I put product in the rows, I would then see the sum of my total revenue for all of my products. You can also double up in your area field list. So I could take profit here, and I can also put it in the values as well. So then I will get the sum of the total revenue and then the sum of the total profit. And it sums it up right here nicely for me. And pivot tables are highly adjustable. So for example, I can just right click on this, and then instead of showing values as not a calculation, say I want to do it as a percentage of my grand total. So right now, say I just started the business, and this is all the information I have. This is all of the products I've sold. I only have 5 orders so far. Well, I can see my sum of the profit from these orders. Well, 38% of my profit comes from my calculators. Only 2% of my profit comes from a whiteout. You see how you can see a lot of differences between your products and your information just with this? And if you need to take your fields out, you could just drag them back up like so. Now, let's go to country of delivery as well. Now with this, you could go order numbers, you could go rows, and then you can do country delivery as your columns. So you have Canada, England, Germany, United States, and then you'll put your products as your values. And you'll see what orders. So this order, all 7 are going to Canada. For this order, all 5 are going to Canada. 2, 3, so on. Now for now, let's just stick our product field in our rows, our country of delivery in our columns, and then once again, our product field in our values. And we'll see which products are heading to which countries and the quantity that it's heading to there. We also see that Canada is our highest volume country, with United States coming in second, and then we have our grand total. Now, what would happen if you were to update this table here with another order number? If we go back to sheet 3, it doesn't automatically update everything we have. We added a new product, you think it would add it here. There's two ways you could do this. You could either go to Pivot Table Analyze in your home ribbon and then press refresh. This will refresh your pivot table to automatically recognize any updates that happen to the source of the data. If you need to change your source of the data, you can just go up here right next to this refresh tab, go to change data source, click on that, and it will show you what you're highlighting, and then you can adjust it as you see fit. If you right click on your pivot table, you can also go to Pivot Table Options. This will give you tons of layout and formatting options, totals and filters, different ways to display, and then in your data. A useful feature to know here is refresh data when opening the file, which is really helpful for when multiple people work on a file. Not everybody remembers to refresh it. This time, every time you open the file, it will automatically refresh the pivot table if there is any changes to the actual table of its source data. And that's pretty much it for pivot tables. If you enjoyed watching, make sure to subscribe and check out some other videos and series I have. But for now, see you in the next video.